In this video, I will be revealing the top 3 online side hustles you can use to start making money from home immediately. Now there's a quote out there. It says, if you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always gotten. And that's really the truth with anything in life. So if you want to improve the situation, you want to start creating the life that you know you're meant to live, then I really suggest you start performing one of these online side hustles, because this is what's going to help you get to that next level in life and increase your income and ultimately increase the quality of your life. And I believe everyone can and should be making extra money online, whether that's making a full-time income online like I do, or even if it's just making another couple $1,000s a month to help you cover bills or even invest into your future. It really amazes me that not many people know how to go about providing different skills on the online marketplace that can help them start making money immediately. And that's exactly how I was able to leave my 9-to-5 position. I started an online side hustle, which ultimately grew much bigger than my 9-to-5 job. And that's when you're able to actually leave that position, because you should never abandon your first flow of income. Sometimes when people want to go start a business, they're so eager to just jump right in that they think they need to abandon their job, the one that's actually paying their bills. And that is not the way to do it. And that's just going to put a lot of pressure on yourself, because if it takes a little longer than you thought, you're kind of out of luck. But if you keep that job and you start performing a side hustle on nights, on weekends, that's when you can really start to get ahead and ultimately build that side hustle up to a point where it's bigger than your job. And that's when you have some room there where you can eventually leave that first position. However, you need to be careful with who you take advice from, because I've been watching a lot of videos online and a lot of videos being put out recently about online side hustles. And to be honest, a lot of them are BS. A lot of them are like, watch a bunch of videos and make money, take surveys all day and make 10 cents. This is not what I'm going to be sharing with you today. This is real ways you can use to start making hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month in your spare time. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, but this is a way you can actually start to provide the knowledge you already have within and start making money from it. Now, some people might be saying, well, I don't really have any skills. I don't have that much knowledge or any experience in the freelance world. How can I even get started? Well, you're in luck, because the first side hustle we will be going over today is a skill that anyone can provide. And that skill is copywriting. Now, copywriting is an often misunderstood art, but basically what you're doing is you're helping companies and businesses make more money by writing. And it might sound a little confusing, like, what do you mean writing? Well, copywriting is involved in a lot of different aspects in business, especially as it relates to customer acquisition. So when you're looking at what skills you can provide, what online side hustles are going to be the most profitable, look at what skills and what side hustles are actually helping businesses make more money. That's how you will always have a position, and you'll be able to charge a high amount for the services you provide. So with copywriting, one of the ways you could be providing this skill is through writing blogs for businesses. Another way is through in-depth articles and formal reports. You can also copyright ads for companies. So this is just any advertisement, whether it's social media or print ads. You're writing the words, you're writing those things that actually get people to take action. And you can also use copywriting in different email sequences with businesses. And as we know, more and more businesses are going online, which means they need the copywriting, and not only for their emails and everything we just spoke about, but also on their websites. So think of copywriting as a skill that everyone already has, because I'm sure, through the school system, we've all been forced to write essays upon essays. I mean, I remember taking the SAT, the whole writing part was this creative essay. And what I'm saying is, you might not think you have these skills, but if you can type a comment right now saying you don't have skills, you have a copywriting skill right there. And there's amazing tools out there that help you perform these online side hustles. The first one I'm going to show you relates directly with the first online side hustle of copywriting, and it's called the Hemingway app. This app is awesome because it helps make your writing overall just more easy to read and more to the point. And that is what sells. You don't want long, lengthy sentences, and that's what this does. It'll actually highlight The sentences that are too dense or complicated in red. Anything that's a little too lengthy will be in yellow. It also gives you the opportunity to utilize synonyms or shorter words, and it makes it very simple. You just hover over the word, you can click it, it'll replace it right away. And this makes it so easy to kind of double check your work and really make sure that when you go out there and start providing this online side hustle, that the work you're providing is top notch. And this will also give you a full breakdown on the side of basically how many words, the readability, the grade level, and you want your writing to be simple. You want it to be to the point, and you want it to focus on whatever company you're writing for's pain points and product benefits. And when you're providing copywriting, it's a great way to get your foot in the door and eventually start providing more in-depth online side hustles that can make you even more money. But this is a great way for literally anyone. I don't care if you're a college student, a college graduate, a stay-at-home mom, you're retired. This is a way you can start investing some time online, writing something for a business, and getting paid for your work. Now let's get into the second online side hustle you can use to start making money online right now. Now, the second online side hustle is graphic design. And graphic design is no longer an extremely complicated skill that you need advanced programs like Photoshop and things like that to perform. It's actually a skill where you can start to provide things such as social media graphics and images, website content, print media design, as well as overall content creation. And once again, as we touched on in the earlier side hustle of copywriting, with graphic design, it's a great way if you're a creative person and you want a creative outlet. It's a great way for you to capitalize on that and actually get paid for something you enjoy. And me personally, I love designing things because it gives me a creative outlet and it also helps me make money. And I love to use this tool right here called Canva. And if you don't know this tool, it really, as you see in the headline right here, helps you design literally anything. And this is what I use primarily with my businesses that I own and with all the clients I have. I create different images and different designs and content with Canva. And it's awesome because it gives you all of these different templates, whether it's something physical like creating a t-shirt, or whether it's something that's actually online like a LinkedIn banner or YouTube thumbnail. I mean, I even use Canva to produce my own YouTube thumbnails. This is a completely free online service. You just go to canva.com and it gives you the ability to start creating top-notch work. I'm talking graphics and YouTube thumbnails and social media designs that companies will be willing to pay you hundreds of dollars for. And let's say you get a client and you actually get on their digital team, they will pay you thousands of dollars a month to create all of the content they need. And obviously it's not, like I said before, this isn't just a get rich quick thing. You're gonna have to put some time into learning how to design different graphics. But if it's something that interests you, I highly suggest you jump on it because the better you get, the more money you will earn. Okay, so jumping back into our slides, let's go over the third and final online side hustle you can use to start making money online, which is online ad management. Now with online ad management, you're working on platforms you're already familiar with, but instead of working on these platforms as a consumer, just scrolling and absorbing content, you're creating content in the form of advertisements. And a lot of people don't know this, but all of the platforms I'm about to reveal are actually not free for you to use because they're using your data. And that is what we use as online advertisers to target the most relevant customers for our clients. Now, this is a skill and a side hustle that can be performed on a multitude of different platforms, but some of the top ones are Google ads, YouTube ads, and Facebook ads / Instagram ads. Now, with this skill, you are providing a very important service because you're helping businesses get their products and services out there, which ultimately helps them make more money. And that's why there's always room to provide this online side hustle. And the best part, just like with the last two online side hustles we went over, there's amazing tools in place you can use even if you don't have experience, and you can get started with online ad management. Now, one of my favorite, let's jump over to it, is called the Facebook Ad Library. The Facebook Ad Library is a tool that anyone can use to look at what other advertisers are doing on Facebook and Instagram. So right here, I just searched up good old Grant Cardone, good old GC, Uncle G, and you can see everything he's doing. I mean, you can see the exact ads he's running, when they started running. You can also see how many ad creatives are in each ad set. So this might be a little advanced for some people, but the moral of the story is, let's say you want to work with a client and provide them online ad management as a side hustle. You're not starting from scratch, because all you have to do is go on the Facebook ad library, search a competitor of your client, and then just model after what they're already doing. Because the thing with online ads is it costs money to run, obviously. So you can kind of understand the type of content that's working by just seeing what ads are live. Because if this isn't making Grant money, he's gonna pause this. But let's say we see this running for a long time, that's gonna show us that, okay, he's making money with this format. Let's look at the copywriting in the ad. Let's look at the type of images that are being used. So that's a way you can start reverse engineering basically how to make money with online ad management. So that is the third way that you can start making money online right now. And the reason, once again, I wanted to make this video is to just provide some content and some value for anyone out there that really needs a way to start making more money. And as we touched on at the beginning of the video, this is not one of those ways where you're gonna spend all day doing something and not get a return. This is not watching videos all day or filling out surveys all day. This is a real way you can build a side hustle, a side business that either supplements your existing income or eventually can overcome it so you can leave your position. Now, the last thing I want to touch on is there's a lot of things going around just about, selling physical products. So whether that's just going through your closet and selling old clothes, or going to garage sales and buying baseball cards and selling them on eBay. Listen, if you want to make real money, that is not what I suggest doing. And, it's really a little bit misleading that so many people tell people to do this. They tell them to just sell stuff in their house. Now, that might be a great start to make a little cash and to clean up your house, but that's not a profitable side hustle, because you're going to put so much time into listing those products, selling those products, meeting up with people, shipping them. I mean, you're dealing with physical goods. Why would you want to do that when you can really just provide the skills and the services you already have within and start making thousands of dollars a month, not touching any physical product? Start using your brain power. Start to boss up, because once you do, it will change your life. It changed my life, and I highly suggest anyone that's interested in this goes and checks out my free training. I'm going to put the link on the screen right now. It's profitablefreelanceracademy.com/register now. This is a 1-hour masterclass that will walk you through exactly how to find clients that need these skills performed and how to actually land them. If you're interested, go check out that webinar. It's a masterclass. I hope you love it. And any thoughts and comments, leave them down below. Until the next video, my name is Paul Mendez, founder of Profitable Freelancer and Conversion Chasers Digital Marketing, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.